Welcome into Talk Fitchburg on this Friday, January 14th, 2021. Glad you're joining us. I'm Jeremy Crosby. Andrew Bramlett working hard in an undisclosed location in the middle of the mountains out west. Out west in Tennessee, he said. I don't think he knows west and east officially. Either way, we got him here, and we are ready to rock your socks on this Friday evening. Got some snow off to the west if you're traveling today through the weekend. It's going to be messy, so make sure you check your travel plans if you're going out west. And then if you're going out east, make sure you track your travel plans as well. Basically, you can stay in Wisconsin to be safe, but if you leave Wisconsin, it's going to be difficult. So hopefully you're planned ahead here as this storm is pretty massive. That's passing us, missing us here. And I don't know, are we going to get the big snowstorm this year? I don't know. Doesn't feel like it. We are going to get hit with some very cold temperatures again, which is, I guess, part of the course. But we'll deal with it as winter continues on. Although I saw a good story yesterday on one of the local news that daylight gets like more and more every day. So we get a little bit more daylight each day here through for now till it gets warm. So get excited for that. That's all I'm saying. We got a great show coming up for you. We'll get you the latest headlines. We're going to talk about blood. It's National Blood Donor Month, and there is a massive shortage for blood. So we'll talk about that and how you can donate blood right here in Fitchburg. Excited to share some information on that. Plus, we're going to check in with Fitchburg Fire Department member Adam Dorn. He'll be here on the show, and we're going to look and talk a little bit about the unfortunate passing of two firefighters down in Mineral Point. Fitchburg Fire Department, along with many area fire departments, coming together as they do during these tough times to support their family and fallen heroes. We'll talk about that coming up here later in the show. But first, let's go over to the headlines. And with the COVID numbers continuing to be high here in the county and across the state of Wisconsin, even this nation, I want to throw in this week learning about some more free COVID testing sites here in Fitchburg. So let's take a look at these. We know that Fitchburg Family Pharmacy continuing to do great work out there. If you are interested in getting tested, you do need to get a QR code. So while you don't need any appointment to come out to get your test, you do need to get the QR code. So make sure you go to their website to get that. We learned this week that Bright Dental and Braces are now offering free testing with no appointment. If you got any questions, you can give them a call. They're off of Fish Hatchery Road. And then Django DX, if I'm saying that right, is off of 2997 Yarmouth Greenway Drive. And they have free testing. No need to book an appointment there. Do need to... I think you do have to register for that one, but not an appointment is not needed for that. And you certainly can check out, I will share the link today to Dane County Public Health sharing all the sites you can get tested. So you can find those and get tested if need be. All right, we've got ice skating rinks are open here in the city of Fitchburg. So if you're interested in going out, despite the warmer weather that they had seen in recent days, all of our skating rinks are still going. And well, with the cold weather coming in, I think we're going to be good for a while. So if you want to get your skate on this weekend, you'll have a chance to. So head on out, and we've got two great ice skating rinks out there for you. One at Hugo Jamestown Park and one at McKee Farms Park. So go on out and have some fun. I haven't ice skated in a while. I should get out there and take the kids out there. I wonder, well, I don't think any of those places have rentals for skates, but I haven't even gone out and looked for like finding small skates. Andrew, you probably have to help me with that. He probably doesn't know either. He said he hasn't either. Oh boy. Well, If you find them, you can let me know. That'd be great. All right, Fitchburg Senior Center in a COVID-19 update. This was issued yesterday. It says the city of Fitchburg and the Senior Center take the risk associated with COVID seriously. And since the beginning of the outbreak, the city has followed the Dane County Public Health Guidelines and will continue to do so. At this time, the Senior Center will not be canceling any programs or services, although we will be making some adjustments to our congregate meal program beginning January 17th through February 11th. This date may be extended if circumstances warrant. These changes are an attempt to reduce people being unmasked for long periods of time at the Senior Center. If group facilitators or instructors are unavailable or uncomfortable with the face-to-face classes, we fully support their decision to cancel their program. If possible, we will offer a Zoom alternative. This is a difficult time. We want to do our best while still allowing personal choice. Your safety is our main priority. By continuing to wear your mask, remaining home if you are sick, and making good choices in regards to your health and the health of others, we feel we can keep our doors open to the public. And says thank you in advance for your cooperation and understanding. Joe McCollum, director of the Fitchburg Senior Center. Fitchburg Police Department had a shots fired report last night. This happened in the 2400 block of Post Road just after 6:26 p.m. Based on witness statements and evidence collected from the scene, officers learned the incident started near the sidewalk on the 2400 block of Post Road, and then there were multiple shots fired. There were no immediate reports of injury, and there is no suspects currently in custody. This investigation is active, and there is no further information available at this time. Anyone with information regarding this incident is asked to contact the Fitchburg Police Department at 608-270-4300. Tipsters can remain anonymous by calling Madison Area Crime Stoppers at 608-266-6014 or by visiting p3tips.com. Happening this weekend, there'll be an MLK Day community meals event happening at the Boys and Girls Club across Dane County. One of those locations will be here in the Boys and Girls Club at Genuine Way off of Allied Drive. And you can pick up your free meal from 1 to 3 p.m. tomorrow. And exciting enough, you can this meal is really good. Barbecue chicken, mac and cheese, and collards. That sounds so delicious. This event is made possible by many community partners. So if you are interested in doing this, they'll also be handing out masks and hand sanitizer for this event as well. Free fishing weekend will be going on for people who are interested in ice fishing. And since I just told you that it's going to be really cold out, good chance to get out there and have some fun. So will you give it a try, Andrew? Probably not. He says sure. No, he would. My father-in-law has it. I'm going to get out this year with him. So I'll take Andrew with me and we'll go out. We can do like a cell phone selfie. Hey, we're out here on the ice. Yeah, except knowing you would pull like just a huge northern pike out of the ice just because that's Andrew in a nutshell. Free fishing weekend happening the 15th and 16th. Anglers can fish state waters where there is open season. All other fishing regulations apply, such as limits in numbers, size of fish, and keep, and any season where you must release a certain fish species. As a reminder, anglers cannot fish spring trout ponds during the winter free fishing weekend. And please review the trout regulations from 2021 to 2022 handbook. More information is at the DNR's website. All right, that does it for our headlines. Coming up next, we'll open up our digest. We're talking about giving blood, as it is National Donate Blood Month. We'll have that next right here on Talking Fitchburg.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantore here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg in the digest, and we're talking about donating blood. That's right, it is National Blood Donor Month, and there is a blood shortage like none other. It's crazy, and it's a lot of factors, but we'll dive into that here in this segment. But first, let's talk about it. January is the beginning of the new year, and the perfect time to start the year celebrating National Blood Donor Month. And why? Well, because before pandemic, it was this time of year that usually it would be hard to get people to donate blood because they might be sick with the flu or seasonal colds or you name it. So that's why it is National Donor Month to recognize that you still need to help. And how you can observe this? Well, donate blood. It's as simple as that. Donate blood. And the Red Cross has declared its first ever crisis and aimed Omicron shortage surge, but a shortage in blood. The Red Cross has experienced a 10% decline in the number of people donating blood since the beginning of the pandemic. The Red Cross has experienced low donor turnout ever since the Delta variant began spreading in August. So this has been just an ongoing issue that's continuing to get worse. The Red Cross, well, they supply 40% of the nation's blood. And it's had to limit those blood distributions at hospitals in recent weeks. So they are certainly down, thus in the crisis mode. So I thought it would be a good time to talk a little bit about donating blood. And Andrew Bamlett is famous on this show for lots of reasons. But he is a blood donor and he has done it many times. And we're going to talk here about the process of donating blood and give you real world experience. We can hear from the actual dude who's donated. So Andrew, first and
Yes.
foremost, when you're preparing for this,
Yes.
what do they tell you like the night before you're going to donate blood?
Well, just
Or
make
even
sure you're
before.
hydrated. Being hydrated is a big thing. Having a decent meal, not a lot of bad foods, but hydration's a big one because then your veins are actually cooperative. Because if you're dehydrated, they're usually pretty small and it's hard to, get it started. And it could be a little more of a painful process if you're dehydrated. So that's a big one, especially the day before and day of.
There you go. And it says overall, it says the process takes about an hour, with the actual donation part taking anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes. So when you show up, you register. They give you a quick health history. So talk us through that. So when you show up, what are some of the things that you're doing in the registration and health checks?
So on registration, well, you can either do it. A lot of them have like pre-registration, so you can answer like within the day of. Like if you register in the morning, then you can bring a piece of paper that you've answered all the health history questions, and you can get in and out quicker. But the health and history is easy. It's basically, have you traveled? Have you had anything new like tattoos? I don't know if they're as big as they used to be. If you've had any new body modification that way, just to make sure you're good. Any contact. I'm sure there are COVID questions on there these days as well. And of course, have you donated in the last X amount of weeks? So if you've given a single dose in the or single unit within the last 8 weeks, you can't give again. And 16 if you've done the double donation as well. So just to make sure you're good to go, they do a blood hemoglobin check as well. So they do, the little poke in your finger. Make sure you have enough iron and that kind of thing to donate as well.
There you go. Then let's get into the process. So you sit down on the table. They kind of prop you up. Your feet, it's sort of like, I don't know. I want to say it's like a bed table, but
it's like a beach chair. It's like a beach
yeah,
lounger.
there you go, lounger. And that process, then I think that's where people probably get weirded out for the ones who haven't tried it yet, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, and like it says here, it is pretty quick. You sit down. If you've never given blood, you sit down and they look at your veins in your inner elbow area. They pick an arm usually, or if you have a preference, then they get the needle in there, and then you just kind of sit and hang out for 8 to 10 minutes, and they just keep making sure you're feeling okay. You know, if you feel like you're not okay, tell them so you don't, you know, pass out or fall over. You know, they can make, you know, stop and make sure you're okay. And you know, it's pretty painless process, really, especially if you're hydrated. Again, it really does help. It really helps if you're hydrated.
And then the best part, I mean, not only is it satisfying that you're done with the donation process, but you get some refreshments at the end to recover.
Yeah, you always get, you know, carbohydrates is really kind of what it seems. Snacky foods, some chips, some cookies, you know, juice, you know, sugary juice, you know, to get your blood going, making sure you're feeling okay. Most people feel just fine. You know, hang out for 10 to 15 to make sure you're good, and then you're on your way.
And the rest of the day, then afterwards, Andrew, from your experience, do you just keep on eating, stay hydrated,
Yep,
and
stay
take it easy?
hydrated and yeah, take it easy. Don't go to the gym after this and do powerlifting or anything like that because you might pass out just because your body's, you know, a little less on blood than normal. That's why they make you wait 8 weeks because that's how long it takes your body to replenish that blood loss essentially.
Well, Bamlet, see, this is good. We got the firsthand experience. Now that you're interested in donating, folks, let's tell you about a couple of donating times and events coming up here in the city of Fitchburg. First one's coming up on January 22nd. It's a Saturday, and it's Burn Boot Camp Fitchburg Blood Drive. It's at 5956 Excelsior Executive Drive. Let me just read what's right there. Place called Floating Floor. You can also call 1-800-733-2767 or visit redcross.org and enter the sponsor code Burn Boot Camp, all one word. Black Hawk Church will be hosting a event as well. Their blood drive will be held on Tuesday, January 25th. That's 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Call for an appointment. Same number, and their sponsor code is Black Hawk, all one word. And you can save up 15 minutes by, again, as Andrew said, signing up right away. And the chance to win Super Bowl tickets and a whole bunch of prizes right now. So get in while the getting is good. That's what I want to say. All right, we'll take a quick break. Coming up next, we're checking in with Adam Dorn, the Fitchburg Fire Department. He'll share some information about families and fire department helping out with the Mineral Point tragedy that took place a couple weeks ago. We'll have that for you next here in TF.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps.
Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today from the Fitchburg Fire Department, my friend Adam Dorn. Dorn, welcome back to the show. How are you doing today?
I am well, Jeremy. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Adam, we're going to talk today about the unfortunate accident that took place just over a week ago now. A Mineral Point Fire Department losing two firefighters on duty that were on I don't know if they were actually on a response to a call or on a call. Regardless of that, we're not here necessarily to talk about what happened, but talk about the support network and the family setting of public safety. And first and foremost, my condolences to the families of the fallen and the Mineral Point Fire Department. There was a wonderful procession that multiple fire departments participated in, and it was a great tribute to see. And that's what we want to talk about a little bit today, is the family side of this and the other side and what the fire department's doing. Fitchburg Fire Department, along with many area fire departments, are helping out Mineral Point in so many different ways. So Adam, first and foremost, the fire department loses somebody, whether they're on duty, non-active, whatever, their family, and that's the bottom line.
Exactly. It's, you know, once you join the fire service, you're part of us for life. Whether you retire and move away or just say, hey, you know, this isn't for me, I need to step away from this, because it's not what I expected it to be. It's too much. I can't give what I need to give to be really good with what I do. Or, people do it for generations, and that's what they live for. We're all one big family. It doesn't matter what it is or how long you do it. You're part of the family. We respect each other for the work that we do and what it takes to do the work.
Yeah, and as the story started coming in that this had occurred, certainly I follow a lot of public safety entities. Being in public safety, Andrew is a firefighter, active firefighter now. I think you see the tributes that come in from all these departments, and you remember that you're all brothers and sisters out there working together for the same cause. So it hurts everybody. But starting with the procession, why do fire departments get involved? Why do we see all of these guys come together in honoring these folks? And I know it's not the best question out there, but certainly it's a great thing to see when you all come together.
Yeah, I actually do think it's a great question, because I will say it this way: the general public may not completely understand why there is such this tight bond that we see. And we all would love to be able to be there for that family, to do whatever we could right now. But if we all did that, we would overwhelm them, which is not necessarily a good thing at this point in time, right? Because if everybody tries to help them all at one time, now they get overwhelmed and they don't know what to do on top of already not knowing what to do. So this is one way that we're able to pay our tribute, pay our respect to not only that firefighter that lost their life, but to that department and that family. And it's an easy way for us to do that. There are many different things that we are doing as a fire service to help that family and that department move along through these next steps of their grieving process and processing what's taken place. There's so many different aspects that if it wasn't for the help of everybody that we have, we wouldn't be able to accomplish what we are.
Yeah, and what's been cool to see, again, the groups coming together, is we've seen the coverage too, because it's a family, and I keep bringing that up, but I think it's so important here to talk about it that way. The whole fire department in Morrow Point is hurting. There's no question. It doesn't matter what's going on there, and to have coverage by municipalities come in and help cover that, and that's exactly what we've seen, including Fitchburg. Why do you do that? Why do you show up and help during this time with their coverage?
Well, Mineral Point, they have so much going on right now. They're grieving the loss of not just one, but two members of their department. I didn't know either one of these gentlemen personally, but I'm just going to go out on the limb and say that these guys were well liked in their community. When you have an event like that, it's hard just to process what's happened. But now to be asked to process what happened and to still go help other people with other emergencies that may come up, you're asking that person to do almost the impossible thing, because they need to have a clear mind of what's going on. They need to be able to make sound decisions, and that may not always happen. Not only that, but these people may not be in the mindset to even respond to help someone else. So by having other municipalities and departments being able to come in and help them with their emergency responses is a huge weight that's lifted off of their shoulders. They know that their people, their communities are still being protected with the resources of those around them. And it's no different than if we were to go to a regular, have a fire and we say, oh, we need a MABUS box alarm for assistance or mutual aid. It's the same thing, but instead of waiting for the incident to happen, they've done it ahead of time and said, we need help. We know we're going to need help. Let's just plan for this to start.
Yeah, and I think that's awesome. And I've seen area departments all over the place that have come out and helped that department. Finally, you do participate in the honor guard, and so on a personal level, first off, I can't thank you enough, Dorn, for the things that you do, and we'll put that off to the side and talk about that another day. But the honor guard, something really important to you. The importance of the honor guard during moments like this. Why is that so important?
It's about family, honor, respect, and compassion. I look at it this way: when my father passed away a few years ago, I knew the honor guard would be there, but I didn't know to what extent. And when I walked in and I saw the guys from my department there, I knew they were there for me. It was for my family. I knew if I needed something, I was taken care of. And it's about honoring that person. It's about that person's family. Because not only did that person give themselves to us as a fire service, but that family made a lot of sacrifices because that person missed, I'm going to guess, birthdays, maybe baseball games, basketball games, football games, Christmases, holidays, whatever it might be. They were there to help other people as well. It wasn't all about them. And that family knew that. And this is our opportunity to say thank you to that family and to make sure that they have everything that they need. And what's absolutely amazing is that in a line of duty death, we go above and beyond and do some extra special things. One of those things that we do is we make sure that someone from the fire department or honor guard is with the people that have passed away in the line of duty at all times from the time of their death, basically, until the funeral service ends. And within a matter of a day, we had more people than what we needed to make sure that those fallen brothers were not alone at any point from the time they passed away until the time of their funeral services. There was someone always with them. And we've got people from Bayfield, Ashland that are down to help out, Sheboygan, Two Rivers, Green Bay, La Crosse, Eau Claire, you name it. They're here from across the state and outside of our state to help because they all know it's not just about them. It's about that fallen person and their family, and they want to make sure that they are taken care of.
Adam, I appreciate you sharing the information and helping us understand a little bit what's been happening. And again, we can't say enough thank yous to everybody who's helped out Mineral Point. And again, best wishes to the department and everybody for helping out. And that community has come together in more ways than one, taking a tragedy and looking at something positive to come together to support each other. And that's what public safety does. And it's an awesome thing, untold or told. It's amazing. And we appreciate your time as always, Dorn.
Thank you, Jeremy.
You bet. We'll take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life, but how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have prediabetes, a serious medical condition that puts you at high risk for type 2 diabetes. 1 in 3 American adults has prediabetes, but more than 80% don't know they have it. The good news is, prediabetes can be reversed, and for many people, healthy changes in their daily routine can make a big difference. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg, wrapping up the show. I want to thank Adam Dorn for sharing the great information. And again, we definitely support you at Mineral Point. Have a great weekend.